Hey guys, Ningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we are going to be showing off the two new Frieza units that have dropped on Global as part of the Namek Saga celebration. Of course, neither of them are on this first rotation, but what are you going to do? So, obviously we are going to be showing off the AGL Final Form Frieza and the EZA free-to-play physical second form Frieza. So let's do. At least we can get an 18 key super with LR Frieza here. So the reason that we are jumping into Super Battle Road is I feel like both of these units are pretty much designed for Super Battle Road. They both have AoE super attacks. They both get extra buffs when they're facing multiple enemies, and so it just seems like the ideal place to show them off. Like if we show them off on Boss Rush, for example, there's not going to be many instances where the AoE super will be useful, or we'll be able to get that secondary part of their passive. Now, the AGL Frieza does have an extra part of his passive for when he's only facing one opponent. The second form Frieza doesn't. Second form Frieza does have an active skill, but again, it needs to be against multiple enemies. So, also, I really should have used an item there. It's a good thing we didn't get super attacked by Trunks at the end, because I totally messed that up. So, I think they're going to have Fierce Battle, aren't they? Yes, that's a much higher. Let's use a Princess Snake, so we can get some damage reduction going on. So, we are going to go with second form Frieza first. So, he does mass damage to all enemies. He greatly raises his attack for one turn. And then he gets attack and defense 60%. And ki plus 6 and an additional 40% attack and defense when facing 2 or more enemies. So obviously that's good. And then he also gets attack plus 60% when the target enemy is in defense down status. So both of the enemies here are in the defense down status at the moment. So he is going to get that extra buff. Obviously we don't have a support unit on the rotation. But this is probably going to be one of his best rotations. We don't have big bad bosses active. So I guess that's the only thing that would help improve the situation a little bit. And then his active skill, we have to be against 3 or more enemies and starting from the third turn. So we won't be able to do it in this first fight. And then we have the AGL Final Form Frieza. He does supreme damage to all enemies and has a medium chance to seal super attack, which is strange. 1.6, wow. So yeah, 30% the wiki, according to the wiki, chance to seal super attacks. So it's something that could be useful, especially in a fight against multiple opponents, but it's not something that you're going to rely on. Yeah, see, we didn't get it go off either time there. So, my AGL Final Form Frieza is only 55%. I did only pull the one copy of him. But since I pulled him and a copy of the Goku, I'm basically done on that banner now. Whereas, of course, the physical second form Frieza is a farmable unit. So, he is, of course, Rainbow, fully easy aid, SA15, all that good stuff. So, obviously we want to try and get onto the fight with more than 2 opponents so we can actually see the physical second form Frieza's active skill. So, we're just going to try and get through this as quickly as we can. This should be a pretty decent rotation defensively. In fact, the next rotation is probably not going to be so great. So, let's use an Icarus now, because that'll help us out now and then give us that extra. We'll still have the damage reduction for the next turn as well. So yeah, the Final Form Frieza, he's attack and defense 80%. Then when you're against one opponent, he gets an extra 70% attack and a high chance to stun. And then when you're against 2 or more opponents, he gets ki plus 5 and attack and defense extra of 50%. So both of them give themselves ki and extra attack and defense when you're against multiple opponents. So you can kind of see why I was saying that these units really do feel like they are designed for Super Battle Road, because you're not really going to get that passive active anywhere else. Like, sure, there's 1 or 2 Dokkan events where there's a stage that you face multiple opponents, but yeah, you're not going to see it come up all that regularly. And then, of course, even with the Icarus active, we managed to get super attacked under 50% HP. So transform into Metal Cooler. So not really what we wanted, but we'll just have to go through this as quickly as possible. I'm not even going to look at the orbs before I click, because I'm not too fussed about getting supers. We just want this to be done as quickly as possible. I probably won't. I'm not going to do the full run for the video either, because it will take quite a while. We'll probably have to use all the items. I just want to, if possible, see the second form Friezas active skill, and just have a couple more rotations of getting off these AoE super attacks. So both of them get an extra defensive buff, which is nice, but neither of them are super tanky. So if you were going to run this team to try and do this stage, obviously this is the extreme only stage, so we have to bring 1 unit of every colour to actually make the team. I feel like putting them together on a rotation is probably not the best idea. You'd want to have one of them with Tech Golden Frieza for tanking, and then the other one maybe with the Angel Golden Frieza, because he's an alright tank, plus he lowers the enemy's attack. Because you definitely want one unit that is very good at defense on both rotations, and I think putting them both together as a rotation is probably not the best idea. You will definitely have to use a lot of items if you do it that way. But we've managed to lower both of their health quite significantly. So let's see who actually gets the most defense. Yeah, so in a way I'm not surprised that it's him, because he's Rainbow, but they're not that far off. So obviously if this Frieza was Rainbow, he would obviously be way higher. Plus it works better to put him in the middle, since he gets Fierce Battle from Cooler and he doesn't have to take any type disadvantage attacks at the front here. So let's use this. Okay, so use this. Recover some HP, put our defense up a little bit. Obviously that's not going to help a huge amount if we get super attacked, but I'm just going to hope that we're not going to get super attacked. And then we'll do this just in case he survives. We can attack down him with Metal Cooler before Metal Cooler gets hit. Wow, so 45. See, this is with the Android 8 active, so we're giving ourselves extra defense, and we're still taking that much damage. So as you can see, not the best for tanking. They'll do decent damage. Does he lower attack with his super attack? No, he doesn't. But he took a lot less damage. Interesting. See, I don't see anything in that Frieza's passive that would imply why he would have taken less damage after he super attacked then. Because he greatly raises attack with his super. He doesn't lower the attack of the enemy, so interesting. Oh, unless of course, oh, Big Bad Bosses probably became active, didn't it? That's probably what it is. So, okay, so now we're gonna have more opponents. So we need to get to the, we're gonna have to get to the 4th turn, because they won't be on the 1st turn. So the 1st turn we see second form Frieza, it's actually going to be turn 2. So yeah, we'll have to wait until turn 4 to actually get his active skill. So what that means is we want to make sure taking out one person would be a really good idea, but we definitely don't want to take out more than one, because we want to have that active skill available. I mean, obviously technically we could take out 2 of them, but I don't want to push it. So I'm going to focus damage on Gohan, just because he is tech and a lot of our team is AGL. And we will use a Whis, because we definitely need that damage reduction. In fact, because I'm not going to do the whole run, I'm going to double item here, just so I can guarantee that we get through. I should have probably, actually I meant to use Android 8, because they're both active for 2 turns, but obviously with Golden Frieza, with his passive active, and the Angel Golden Frieza, this rotation should take no damage now with the items active. I was just worried about supers as well, because there's 5 people, but it'll be interesting to see when we super attack with AGL Final Form Frieza, how many of them we could actually seal, because it is only a 30% chance, but any one that we can actually get off will be really useful for the next 2 turns. So So we'll lower your attack. I really can't wait for AGL Metal Cooler to come back on a rotation, on a banner. Not just because it's really difficult to find friends, but I only pulled the one copy, and so of course mine doesn't have any dupes. Okay, so we'll put you in the front just because there's 2 attacks from the STR here. Plus, of course, the chance to seal. So let's target you specifically in case we get the free level 5 additional. And then I guess same for... Actually, let's target Roshi because he is the weakest person, just in case we can get those additional attacks off. So we'll do this. And then I shouldn't have to worry about an item because we are still under the effects of the Whis. So we should be okay here. Of course, Gohan's going to super though. This will actually do a lot of damage. Yeah, 200,000. What a surprise. Oh, Super Battle Road. Why are you like this? So a million attack stat with no dupes though is still pretty decent. Can we get any seals? Okay, we got one. Okay, we got one. So we sealed Krillin out of the 5 opponents, but hey, I'll take it. 1 seal is better than 0. So 1.2 on the free-to-play Frieza. Yeah, not bad. Half a mil. Obviously, that's type disadvantage, and then almost a million on the actual type advantage ones. So not bad, all things considered. He is a free-to-play unit after all. So fortunately, we had type advantage there as well. And Gohan is now taken out, so we don't have to worry about LR Frieza at the back here. Of course, we're going to transform. Although this is a good opportunity, I can get rid of... let's get rid of Piccolo, because we do have type advantage. So if we get rid of him, that leaves us with our 3 opponents only. And then we don't have to worry about him hitting the physical second form Frieza super hard. And then, of course, once we come out of the cooler transformation, we can heal up. I think this was going to be the Golden Frieza rotation, though, so he's not going to have his passive active. So it's kind of interesting to consider that, like, for the free-to-play unit, the physical second form, like I said, while it seems like he's designed for Super Battle Road, even like fully EZA'd and rainbowed on his best team, he's not super tanky. So I feel like he's a unit you could probably run on things like, he is on the transformation boost team, which obviously does have its own Super Battle Road stage now. I'm going to deliberately not super attack now because we need there to be 3 opponents or we don't get to see second form Frieza's active skill. So let's do this. And the good thing about second form Frieza's active skill is that it lowers attack and defense, and so then that will trigger the extra part of his passive for then when he attacks that turn after doing the active skill, he gets an extra 60% attack when the target enemy is in defense down status. And so like his super attack doesn't do that. Of course we'd get an extra turn with Metal Cooler. Why wouldn't we? Guess we'll do this. Because yeah, I'm kind of going to have to, on the next rotation, because when we untransform, we're not going to have the physical Frieza on rotation, so I'm going to have to probably not super with anyone on that rotation either. But definitely cutting it a little bit close here. We almost killed Krillin. So yeah, see, no... I can't avoid supering as well, unless I... Will that do anything? Okay, yeah, we can do that. So, do this. Then we'll do this. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't mean to attack Krillin. Oh, if Tech Golden Frieza gets a crit, he might actually kill him. So let's do this. Heal up and increase our defense. And then I guess we'll use this. We'll just kind of go all out here. To try and get this to work, but I'm not super confident because obviously you see his passive's not, of course we would get super attacked. Everything is conspiring against us, but there you go, level 3 dodge. Okay, good. Good work, Frieza. Of course you know who we're going to have to do the active skill on, don't you? Because I mean, it would make sense to do it on probably on Roshi because he has the most HP, but you know, there's only one person we could do it on, really. Let's be fair. So, okay, we are gonna get it. So let us put him in the middle. Where's my mouse cursor gone? There we go. Put him in the middle so to maximize those links, and then let's recreate that glorious moment from Planet Namek that ended with the creation of the Super Saiyan. So there you go. Take that. Chucks him away, and then boom. Yeah, not bad. Almost 600,000. Obviously, in this instance, that took him out. And then we'll put you in the front because of the type advantage. And so I would imagine between the two of them here, they should finish him off. So what are we up to? See, 1.6. That's very good because obviously at least one of them has defense down. So, oof. And crits for 1.6. So I think that's a good way to end it there with second form Frieza showing his dominance. So that is the two new Frieza units. Like I said, they're not the best Super Battle Road units, but they clearly are designed to be used there because there are not many instances that you're going to be able to trigger all of those conditions, not just for their passive, but for like the second form Frieza's active skill. But hey ho. Good fun unit, it's always good to see these actual good free-to-play units getting the EZAs as well, so he is a very solid unit. Plus, on this extreme build where you have to use a unit of every colour, your only real other option if you want to run Wicked Bloodline is Final Form Cooler. And while he is awesome, he doesn't have the best defense for Super Battle Road, so whilst this second form Frieza also doesn't, he's an AoE unit with an active skill, so he's very good. So, and he's a free rainbow for everyone because his orbs are farmable. So anyway, let me know what you think of both of the new Frieza units. Did you get the AGL one from your summons? Have you finished farming up the physical one? Have you tried them out yet? Let me know everything you think about them down below in the comments. And that is going to be it. So this has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow my Twitch channel or join my Discord. Those links are in the description below. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.